We in there.
What's up, y'all? This your boy Mikey Justice. It's 7/17/2024, and it's time for the Mikey Justice Hour. We're gonna get into your boy Trump assassination attempt or whatever you want to call it. We're gonna do time review of Pappy's and Crown and a few other things. So y'all stick around. The Mikey Justice Show is about to go down. Roll it.
Another high school shooting yesterday, this one in Florida.
I'm in 6th grade, and it can be scary
There have been about
sometimes.
380 school shootings.
I appreciate you talking to our community about this.
Now's the time. Get ready for the People's Podcast, the Mikey Justice Show. Y'all ready? I'm ready. All right. You don't want music. There was a man that went by Mike. You like night shows. And so many people wouldn't be mad. They have to be good. And what the youth is avoid because they've been misled.
Today I am announcing charges against the shooter's parents.
I had a 6th grader call. This is what she said.
And I really agree with your point of view.
The Mikey Justice Show starts now.
All right. 7/17/2024. The Mikey Justice Hour. How everybody doing out there?
I know I'm doing all right.
All right. I'm
One
trying
set of
to
people.
get that shot together, see what we working with here. We got a lot of stuff we gonna try to cover tonight, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it. With that said, shout out to all my family and friends and everybody that's watching. We had a lot that we was trying to put together, y'all, and 7 days come real fast. So I hope y'all bear with us and just chill on out and be entertained for a minute. First thing first, like I said, shout out to all family and friends watching, and as always, my class Virginia Academy Cougars, my son the Bulldog, and my people over at Marjorie Stone and Douglas High School. Y'all know what it is. Man, first order of business, man. Attempted assassination attempt on former President Mr. Donald J. Trump.
Yeah.
Man, where do we start? Very tragic, man. The first order of conversation is going to be whether or not do you think it was a hoax or staged, because that's what a lot of people been saying.
Nah, I don't think so.
I don't think so either, man, because it's no different than the situation that happened in Sandy Hook with me, man. When you got real people losing real lives, it ain't nothing fake about it when it comes down to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not ignorant to the fact that things can be staged and quote premeditated, if that's what you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Just because a person planned to go shoot up a movie theater and then act it out don't mean that it's fake. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It means that it's premeditated, but the act was still real. So I don't know if it was a premeditated act. Was it something that was plotted by the young man? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Orchestrated by whoever, even President Trump. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to, choose sides. I'm just trying to be as real as possible as I can about the situation. Mm-hmm. Like I said, somebody lost their life, and that person, regardless of what they mean to me, you, or anybody else, is still somebody's son, father, brother, whatever. So, like I said in Sandy Hook, when the guy was saying all of that was fake, I was like, well, if you got the call and it was one of your 5-year-olds that got killed, it probably wouldn't been so fake to him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, that's just a matter of my opinion right there, man.
Oh, Jay Wise checked in with us.
What's up, Jay Wise? Yeah, man. Looking forward to hollering at you sometime soon. This week or this weekend, my brother. I still got you. Appreciate you for watching all the time, man. Man, it just took his political status to a whole nother level, man.
Yeah, I didn't think it could get no higher than what it was, but
yeah,
I was wrong.
One of my friends was saying that there's the power that this dude got. She was like, man, they need to just write a book or a story about him, a play or something like that. She's like, yeah, and what would you call it? You know what I told her, man? I said, Jesus Christ Superstar. That's the only answer I could give her at the time. She like, perfect. But you never know, man. I still got questions, man, about the dude, man. I just got to know this off the flip, man. what do you mean by that dictatorship thing, man? That's just a
Yeah.
deal breaker to me, bro. I just
Right.
can't. Long as you steady pumping that, promoting that, bro. I can't never endorse you, and I don't know if I can vote for you with that. You hear me? Because we in that time where everybody want to say make it make sense. So make it make sense to me. You hear me?
Right.
Bro, how can you say that you actually have First Amendment rights, freedom of speech and expression, and you in the United States, a country where you're supposed to be free and be yourself, but somebody is being a dictator? It don't match to me. You hear me?
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, it ain't. It like you said, it don't match. You took them right out my mouth.
It's no different than when I said, how can you overturn Roe versus Wade? If you do that, then to me, there's no Me Too movement.
Right.
Because if I'm not mistaken, the Me Too movement was designed to protect women's right, the integrity of women, right? So if you as a politician that you ask them, is a woman able to get an abortion if she's been raped, been a victim of incest or anything like that, and your answer is anything other than yes, man, how can you have Roe versus Wade?
Yeah.
Because you're not protecting women. So all of that is it was just something that was hot at the time, spurred the moment, and people ran with it. Because if you're not consistent and the laws, say that that's what the real movement is and it's the truth, man, then it all is just phony and a bunch of garbage. Yeah. It was just hot at the time, just something to make the people move. You hear me?
Right.
I don't like it because I seen it bring down a whole lot of prominent people, man. And if we ain't gonna stand on it, you know what I'm saying? Then free Alec Baldwin, free R. Kelly,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Free Bill Cosby, free Charlie Rose. And we're not gonna hold everybody to that standard. Continue to practice that type of law, man, and protect people the way that we supposed to over here. It don't make sense. Dictatorship don't make sense to me, man. Freedom of speech, freedom of expression, all the LGBTQ, all that movement, and the right to be who you want and to be and move how you want. How can you say that and that comply or goes with dictatorship? It don't match to me.
Yeah,
I just don't get it, bro.
Yeah.
But my whole thing been lately, man, like, why is the country so divided, man? What is it about for real? I mean, is it social media and people just taking advantage of trying to, have the opportunity to get likes and clicks and get the people going, all that buddy hustling?
That's part of it. I think people just really scared, man.
That's it. That's it. I say a lot of it is coward and a lot of it is being lazy, man. We ain't gonna get out here and run for nothing. We ain't gonna get out here and vote. We ain't gonna let our voice be heard. So long as the person that's in charge or has the power to do it is saying exactly what we want to hear or we think is gonna kind of go our way.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm trying to understand, man. All these people that's promoting all of that, you cool with somebody being a dictator over you?
Nah, you ain't.
you had to have something in your warped mind to make you think that when they come down on this, that's you're not gonna fall under that.
Yeah,
that's not gonna affect you.
That's for y'all. That ain't for me,
bro. For 4 more years just to satisfy somebody's personal itch, bro. I can't do it. You hear me?
Yeah.
I mean, pick the person, pick your poison, pick the person you want to crack the whip on you one more time. we 40 and some change, bro. We ain't got too many rides to go. So pick the person that we want to make the last part of our life miserable.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Nah.
I tell my people, I said everything that happened on the big scale, bro, happened on the small scale. You hear me? Picking a dictator and the person that's gonna crack the whip and put you in a situation, to me, is no different than your mama telling you to go get the switch off the tree that you want her to beat your
right.
You hear me?
Man, you better pick a big one.
You hear me?
A good one, yeah.
No, this ain't gonna put enough whips on you. Go out there and get another one.
Right.
Yeah, man. So I don't know, man. I got mixed emotions about it, man. Dude, I've been asking so long. Like, I was like, if I could interview him, man, that would be my first question, about the whole dictator thing and everything else, and the bad rhetoric itself is enough. I know some people feel like that's nothing, but like I tell people that I used to work with, man, being the president is like being the manager at McDonald's, bro. You are the face of a business, a company, a country. You are the face of the United States. You hear me? Being the president is your job. I'm a businessman myself. And the first thing that I learned to have successful business is that you have to satisfy your customer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a customer, bro. I pay taxes. I do like everybody else. I'm not satisfied. So can I speak to the manager?
Right.
Can I talk to Donald Trump? Tell him how I feel about it, man.
Well, how much money you got?
I just be like, man, it's just certain things that I got to hear before I'm able to endorse you, man. I got to hear that you're for all people. You know what I'm saying? That it's going to be something done about all this gun violence, man. That can't become the new normal. You hear me?
Right.
When that bullet or piece of glass or whatever else flew up and cut him in his ear, is everybody ready for that to be the new normal? You hear me? You had all these people talking about their Second Amendment rights and all that stuff. You hear me?
Right.
You don't want to pull out no gun and turn it into World War II, and you don't want to pull out no cell phone and start filming everything like it's a made for TV movie happening right in front of your eyes. You know what I'm saying? But I was just appalled by how all the people was ducking down and all that. Remember, we don't back down. We ain't cowards. You hear me?
Right.
Stand your ground.
Yeah.
You hear me? Your Second Amendment right now.
That's one of the things that stood out to me. Like for all the gun enthusiasts, why ain't nobody bust
brother?
Back?
That let you know, no matter how much money you got or power, you can still die like everybody else. When them bullets hit you, you ain't immune to it. You know what I'm saying? It's not the new normal, and it's not cool, and it's not what's up. I didn't see nobody sticking their chest out talking about something. I'm strong. I ain't backing down, and I'm standing my ground. You hear me?
Right.
No, you're gonna be laying on the ground, but that's a whole different thing, man. But yeah, I didn't know what to think of it, man. I don't want to say I hope it was real. I don't wish it happened at all.
Right.
Because it's senseless, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You go somewhere and you trying to support something. I feel bad for those people because in their mind, he ain't did nothing wrong. that's their guy. But
that's what stood out to me, man. Like I was talking to a friend of mine, man. And he was like, "Man, why would you bring your family to something like that?" And I'm like, "Man, it's in the middle of nowhere. They don't have nothing going on, man. It's like a farm. You know what I'm saying?"
Yeah,
they just trying to be together. They don't.
You had people here, man, that went to the rally that said they was on right behind it when it happened and everything. You hear me? And me, it still don't make sense to me. So I would be like, yeah, you would probably get caught up going to something like that. Why would you go to something like that? But yeah, if that's what you down for, man, it's about participation. Let your voice be heard. So I don't blame anybody for getting out and going to something like that. I ask more questions about stuff like Rittenhouse. Why would you let a 16 or 17-year-old carry an automatic weapon to a grown-up? That's the kind of questions I ask.
Yeah.
But if you're going out to supporting what you believe in, man, support what you believe in, I ain't got no problem with it. You hear me? But it got to be real.
Yeah.
And like I said, I haven't heard him. Well, I thought I did up until this point. I called, I had several shows trying to ask people to call in and tell me, what does he mean by that? Make America great again. When was it great? And how can we make it great again? Because if you tell us, we would definitely,
one more time.
Like they say, you know better, you do better. I can't speak for everybody, man, but I might try to go about doing whatever you say will make America better, because what's going on now ain't working. So I'm willing to try something else.
Right. What we got to lose?
Our lives, and that don't even matter no more to nobody. You hear me?
Right.
I'm tired of all that too, man. It ain't about no black lives, white lives. It's all fake, man. I used to think that's what it was. I used to use the word racist and all that kind of stuff, man. I had to back off of it myself. You hear me? Because I never really heard dude really say anything on a point that was kind of racist. You hear me? I don't like the whole African American thing. That's why I roll with it. It's so funny to me, because it's like, if all people are equal and everything else and people just people, then why did you have to point out that he was African American?
Right.
You hear me? So
we have tremendous African American support.
But I got mixed opinions on that too, man. I don't know what to call people no more. People sensitive about everything. I told you, dude cussed a guy out online because he called him a foreigner. I told him, I said, well, you gonna cuss me out too, bro, because I didn't know no other term. Right. If you're not from here, you foreign. You hear me?
Yeah.
If a car wasn't made in America, it's a foreign car. So like I asked my brother last week, I said, so when you say foreign car, you disrespecting the car? I don't know, bro. So all the terms and all the lingo, I hope we don't get off into all of that. I hope we just listen to the message and hear what it's about. And with that being said, man, I did find some clips of the former or future president, or whatever everybody want to address him as, because like I said, in this country, man, you always got to pick a side and always got to choose up.
Right.
You hear me?
Yeah.
I was telling my people, I say, you ain't never noticed that, bro. Everything they make it where you have to choose up, and it's a bunch of choices. You hear me? I said this whole situation is the same way, man. Small, medium, and large, regular, mid, and premium. You hear me? I said the regular is your former president was almost assassinated, Mr. Donald Trump. That's what all the people that's on the low end that don't really have that much to say about
horse in the race.
Exactly. The mid grade is the people, President Donald Trump. You hear me?
Yeah.
Well, future president or whatever, former president Donald Trump. You have people that call him former president. You got people that call him president, and the premium is people that call him future president.
Right.
You hear me?
Yeah.
So it depends on who you ask, man, the way that people look at it. You know what I'm saying? I guess I'm regular. I'm Reggie, because former president. You know what I'm saying?
You were the president at one time. You're not now.
Yeah, and I don't feel like I'm disrespecting you by saying it. I'm still acknowledging that you were a former president, but I'm still acknowledging that it's Joe Biden's time. You hear me? And the reason I'm saying that is because let something go wrong, it's gonna definitely be his time.
Right. Yeah.
Not on my watch. That was on Sleepy Joe's watch, not me. So if it ain't your time, it ain't your time. You ain't the president.
The border
you hear me?
Joe
but
Biden,
I hope people understand that, man. That's life, bro. And I used to think that you had to choose up between white or black. Nope. It's between right or wrong, blue or red, Crip and blood. It's about what you believe in. It ain't white or black. So I'm done with I don't know if it's racist, but I know you definitely see a lot of hate being promoted. You hear me?
Right.
No,
whatever tool you use to hate.
And that's what I say. They always make sure you have that middle ground, bro. They make sure it ain't white or black. You ain't got that ain't all you got to choose from. You hear me? The world is Neapolitan. You got chocolate, vanilla, and if you don't want none of that, you could get some of the strawberry. You hear me?
Yeah.
But people don't feel me though. But it is what it is, man. But I was surprised that I got a chance to actually hear him say something halfway decent. If he represented what I saw on that clip, man, in that video, hell yeah, we have a hell of a president. But I'm not stupid enough to believe that that this is you really about that life, because that once again don't coincide with being a dictator. But I want y'all to check it out for yourself. We're gonna roll the clip and y'all tell me what y'all think. It's about 5 minutes, so y'all bear with us.
Americans, I want to speak to you tonight about the troubling events of the past week. As I have said, the incursion of the U.S. Capitol struck at the very heart of our republic. It angered and appalled millions of Americans across the political spectrum. I want to be very clear. I unequivocally condemn the violence that we saw last week. Violence and vandalism have absolutely no place in our country and no place in our movement. Making America great again has always been about defending the rule of law, supporting the men and women of law enforcement, and upholding our nation's most sacred traditions and values. Mob violence goes against everything I believe in and everything our movement stands for. No true supporter of mine could ever endorse political violence. No true supporter of mine could ever disrespect law enforcement or our great American flag. No true supporter of mine could ever threaten or harass their fellow Americans. If you do any of these things, you are not supporting our movement, you are attacking it, and you are attacking our country. We cannot tolerate it. Tragically, over the course of the past year, made so difficult because of COVID-19, we have seen political violence spiral out of control. We have seen too many riots, too many mobs, too many acts of intimidation and destruction. It must stop. Whether you are on the right or on the left, a Democrat or a Republican, there is never a justification for violence. No excuses, no exceptions. America is a nation of laws. Those who engaged in the attacks last week will be brought to justice. Now I am asking everyone who has ever believed in our agenda to be thinking of ways to ease tensions, calm tempers, and help to promote peace in our country. There has been reporting that additional demonstrations are being planned in the coming days, both here in Washington and across the country. I have been briefed by the U.S. Secret Service on the potential threats. Every American deserves to have their voice heard in a respectful and peaceful way. That is your First Amendment right. But I cannot emphasize that there must be no violence, no law breaking, and no vandalism of any kind. Everyone must follow our laws and obey the instructions of law enforcement. I have directed federal agencies to use all necessary resources.
All right, we coming back live. Yeah, but y'all get the point. It was a little bit more. Go back and check that out yourself, probably on YouTube, or pull it up. In the title that might be under for them.
I think if you put in message after January 6th or January 6th message,
But
then
that's what
it'll
I'm
pop up.
saying, man. You know, exactly what I was saying. You got to pick a side, whether you left, right. If he was really about that life, man, and what he was saying, boy, that'd be a great person to really lead this country.
Right.
That was the truest and realest I ever heard him speak. You hear me?
Mhm.
Straight up, you know, it seemed genuine in front of the heart, but at the same time, when you talk about pardoning these people, then that's not the same as what you're saying right there. You know what I'm saying?
The
So
story changed too much.
exactly.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah.
You know, but you know, once again, Democrat, Republican, Green Party, y'all choose us. What you want? You want some regular? You want? You know what we talking about? If it came in the bag, no sticks, no seeds, like Jaheim said, they know what we talking about, wouldn't it? So you get some of that brown, you know what that is? That's that fluff, that Reggie. You get some of that decent, and then you get some of that gas. You hear me? So you got regular, mid, and premium. It's all about which one you want to roll with. But anyway, man, I got good news to report, man. Okay. There's no worries, man. You know, I heard from well, I say former president, y'all future President Trump and everything, man, and he's doing pretty good, man. I'm happy to say that. Man. You know, you don't have to take my word for it. Phil, roll the clip, man.
That's better than my African burger. There's nothing you can have that's better than my African burger.
He called to endorse his little African burger. Now, me personally, man, I never ate his African burger. Have you?
No, I haven't, man. I haven't got a chance to eat it.
Well, I did, you know, fix on one of my burgers, and he tried it. You know what I'm saying? You know, now this is what he had to say about my burger, but I haven't tried his African burger.
Burger King, Wendy's, and McDonald's.
You heard it straight from the president's mouth, man. So he ain't doing too bad. He had time to try one of my burgers. So, hey, appreciate that, man.
Look at him.
Hey,
Look
I don't
at
think
him.
they.
Look at him.
You want them to see my burger again? They don't.
Look at
my little African American, my little burger. But no, they're just having fun, y'all. Just kidding a little bit with you. No, I got to thinking about my man. As I say, you know, he always say his African American. I was like, you know, if I had to think about it, who would his African Americans be?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good question, man.
Bro, I thought we should give our boy a little bit more shine. If that's the greatest guy in America, Donald Trump's only African American, the world should know who he is. So I'm gonna get it to y'all next week. I'm gonna look his name up and give him some shine. We all supposed to know that. If he's Donald Trump's African American, the world should definitely know who he is.
Yeah, it's election year.
I don't really know who he is, but I would say if you had to ask me, I put together a top 5 if I thought who his African American might be.
All right.
Okay, let me see. And that's how we're gonna do that one, man. Let's have some fun. You want to play 3 out of 5?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do a 3 out of 5.
I bet we ain't did it in a while. We said we was at like $900 last time. We get up to 1,000. We was gonna start trying to make some things shake around here. So this is how we'll play it. If you get 3 out of the 5 people that's on my top 5 for his African American, then you won the money today.
All
bro.
right.
Okay, so you tell me if you got 3 out of the 5.
All right.
I'm gonna write it down. You know you don't get it all day now. You know we still playing 3 out of 5. You use about 15 of your seconds.
Okay, what about Don King?
I can't hear my board in my phone.
You can't hear the board in my
No.
It's hit it one more time.
Look, I'm doing the Family Feud to Steve Harvey. I'm stalling, giving you time to come up. Good answer.
That's crazy.
I can't hear it. No, I can't hear it. You said Donald Trump, huh?
Wow.
I mean, look, I say Donald Trump ain't African American. You said Don King, same thing. Who else you say? You running out of time.
Don King.
I got Don King. You want Don King twice? Okay. Yeah, that helped me win better.
All right.
Y'all heard him. He said Don King twice.
What else?
Boom, 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 boom.
There we go.
No, sir.
Still can't hear you?
Nah, hell no.
All right.
You know, this clown over here always tripping. He don't want me to have no fun. It's all about him.
Technical difficulty.
Yeah, whatever. Special people difficulty.
That's a whole nother story.
You lost, man. Your 30
I lost,
seconds
man.
is over, man. Dang, man. Hey, you can't come up with nobody else, man. Out of my thing,
man, I was gonna say Vivek Ramaswamy, man. I don't know if he count, bro.
Man,
Tim Scott.
Now see, I had a couple of honorable mentions. You know, these brothers too light skinned. I couldn't put Obama on the list because I was like, they don't really count him. They don't count Tiger Woods. You hear me? They what they say, they're selective here, and they selective black. They black when people want them to be black.
Okay, all right.
So I didn't put Tiger Woods. I didn't put Barack Obama. I didn't put Patrick Mahomes. I didn't put Little Pump, or whatever his name is. But I do have a good old number 5 of my African Americans. If I had to guess,
look at my African American over here. Look at my African American over here. Look at my
coming in at good old number 5 would be old Uncle Ruckus himself. To protect his all these white kids from all these ninjas.
Right.
Coming in number 5 would be Uncle Ruckus. Yes, his little African American. Number 4 would be your boy Charleston White.
Look at my African
Charleston White.
What's in the name?
About that, brother?
Yeah. Black guy that's all down for the white man.
Look at
Charleston
my
White.
American over here.
Yes, sir. And then number 3 of his top 5 African Americans, I went with Mr. Clarence Thomas.
Oh, yeah. Clarence Thomas. Forgot about him.
Yes, sir.
Look at my African American over here.
Look at his African American. Coming in at number 2, Mr. Ben Carson.
Okay, forgot about Ben Carson.
Yes, sir. Look at his African American over here.
Man.
And you had number 1. Number 1 was so good, I started to just give you the whole 3 out of 5.
Right.
Uncle Tim, Tim Scott, the number 1. Look at my little African American. But I did say he checked. He did check the draws off of me because he said America won races, and then when I got to thinking about it, I said, no, it ain't. You know, you just got to choose sides. It ain't white or black, but you do got to choose sides. So now it ain't racist. There's a few other things, but yeah, maybe racist might be the wrong word. So
right on.
So yeah. But just for the record, man, you know, if I had to go with my 5 African Americans that I was feeling right about now, man, it would be number 5. I had good old Angel Reese, man.
Yeah.
You know, just people that I see just getting a lot of unnecessary hate, man, and she doing real good things out here. So if I had to go with my top 5 African Americans right about now, Angel Reese is at number 5. At number 4, man, I went with good old Sherry Shepherd, man.
All right.
Losing weight, got the show popping off, man. They was trying to throw her all the way up under the bus. You know, the whole situation with her husband and their kid and all that. Yeah. So just for the bounce back, man, and being able to, you know, redeem herself on the level she has, I put Miss Sherry Shepherd at number 4, man.
Excellent.
My favorite African American right now. Number 3, who did I have? I'm missing somebody.
Look at my African American over here.
At number 3, I put the current face of the whole civil rights movement, to me, Mr. Benjamin Crump.
All right, Benjamin Crump.
Yes, sir. And you know, at number 2 and number 1 can be nobody other than LeBron James and Bronny James Jr. Right. You know, being the first father and son duo in the NBA, man. I decided not to hate it, just wait on the whole show to happen, man. Yeah. It might be a circus, but hey, it's better than turning on the TV and watching your future president have to duck and dodge bullets. So yeah, I'm looking forward to LeBron James and LeBron James Jr. Those are my 2 African Americans right about now.
Look at it.
Yes, sir. And that's for all the people that be hating. They say, y'all love that and y'all love to run with it. I tried to do it 150 times. I said, make them sick. Make them throw up with it. You hear me?
Look at my
and if you throw up, you can blame it on my little African burger. But anyway, man, moving on. How y'all doing out there? That's the business so far that we're gonna get into. We're gonna take a quick little break here. Before we do, man, I like to send my condolences, man. We lost 3 very prominent stars, man, over the last couple of days. I was like, I know I'll probably get beat up because their skin don't look like mine, but man, I would like to give a special shout out to Dr. Ruth Richard Simmons and Shannon Doherty. And these was all people that I came up on. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Richard Simmons, he had everybody trying to get healthy for a minute. He was promoting that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody saw Sweating to the Oldies infomercial. You hear me?
Uh-huh.
I like the afro and the little bitty shorts. I was a Richard Simmons fan. I ain't gonna lie. You hear me?
Now, did you ever try to rock an afro with a little bitty shorts?
No, I did not, my brother. I mean, I always tried to stick with a box or a low cut because I realized that I was like Anthony Anderson. My face was extremely large and every haircut didn't necessarily look right on me, so I didn't always roll with it.
Right on.
Shannon Doherty, you know, she's of 90210 fame.
Yeah.
We watched that plenty of times back in high school. You know, when you ain't had cable, had the two TVs on top of each other, WB, Dawson's Creek, and all that. You know the theme song. Don't get branded. And then, you know, Dr. Ruth, she used to be the whole sex doctor and all that back in the day and all that. So, you know, just, you know, my condolences, man. They say they come in threes, so I guess that was that three. Hopefully we don't have to hear about no other three in no time soon. You know, it's part of life and it's gonna happen, but it is what it is. But shout out to those three people, y'all. And with that being said, we're gonna take a little break real quick and we'll be right back.
Right on.
Yo, ass talking about you forgot the music. How the hell you forget? We just talked about it 500 times. Hold on. I look on Instagram and Facebook and I see all these different pages and sites where all these cats claiming gangs that carrying guns and all that. And that's what I was saying is social media glamorizing the guns and everything, man. They making it like, man, I'm seeing people with them tucked under their arm, carrying them like it's a bag of sack of potatoes, man. You know what I'm saying? Just loosely, you hear me? Upside down, flipped over.
Right.
I mean, just super loose with it.
Yeah. Like it's not something that'll take somebody's life.
Yeah, like they don't understand how serious it is at all. They just steady playing with it, bro.
Yeah, it's disgusting, man. Like I done seen people handling weapons, man, like semi-automatic weapons and assault rifles, man, like it is a toy, like it's a Nerf gun or something. You know what I'm saying? And that just irritates me. You know what I'm saying?
These kids are just jacked up, man. I be like, how could you expect to have more than the person who's responsible for taking care of you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know how hard my mother works, so I know she gonna get as much as she can get.
Right.
What she had to offer is what she had to offer. You hear me? That's the saying that we always had. We had to run and joke that if my mom had a bean and it was 12 of us, then I don't know what your portion would be, but it'll be 12 pieces cut out of the world's smallest bean. And whatever you get, it's whatever you gonna get. You hear me?
Nobody going without. Yeah.
So that's how it was with us, man. You know, you trusted her. You know, you trusted your leader.
Mm-hmm.
I always felt like, you know, that the love she gave me, I always felt like she was there to put me in the best situation possible. You hear me?
Right.
If we ate bologna, it's only because we had bologna.
Right.
Because if we had some steak, it'll probably be getting cooked and we'd probably be eating it.
For sure.
You hear me? All right. We back live, y'all. On the sports tip, my brother, the United States, man, you know, they got the old preliminary rounds and all that going, basically exhibition type. You know, they've been playing a few games.
Mm-hmm.
Have you checked any of them out?
I haven't. I seen you know, the end results of them, but not the actual game.
No, you know, they was showing them on Fox Sports 1. A lot of those different packages, man, they don't give you that channel. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. You know, it ain't been all that accessible to me either. I've been catching a few of the highlights, but I haven't caught a whole game yet.
Mm-hmm.
But we was discussing the team, you know, with Tatum, Embiid, LeBron, Durant.
Right.
Good mix of all stars and vets, man. I'm looking for them to come back with the gold. You think they're gonna get it?
I sure hope so. They got enough talent to get it.
Bruh, if it's the people that's in another country that could hoop better than LeBron and Steph Curry, Joel Embiid, I'll be really surprised. You hear me?
Yeah.
If they beat that team, Tatum and all of them, to me, whoever beat them deserve to get it.
Yeah.
Because on paper, that's a hell of a team to me. Kevin Durant,
Right.
all these people a little bit older, man, but they still
ballers.
Yeah, ballers for sure. So I'm looking for United States, if nothing else. And then, you know, the girls, man, their game is so elevated right now. Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark. Then, well, they ain't in it, but, you know, the Olympic team. Still with who you got out there with them? You got Diana Taurasi. You got, Sabrina Ionescu. Yeah, you got Brittany Griner.
Kelsey Plum.
What's her name? Chelsea Gray.
Yep.
Bonafide ballers too.
Wilson.
And yeah, Asia Wilson. Oh man, she been doing so great. You know, she ain't getting no shine this year, man, but she putting up excellent numbers. You hear me?
Yeah.
So I'm looking for them. I think that team is well equipped.
Yeah.
To come home with the gold, and they don't want it. What they say? The last.
I
was going to say 5, but it might be 10.
Yeah. Maybe 20 years of winning gold. Yeah.
Man, it's been a long time since the women didn't come back with the gold. You hear me? They goes over there and kicks behind. So yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to, man. I don't know, you know. And then the other people I'm looking forward to is like Katie Ledecky. She back again. Simone Biles. So I'm looking for America to really do good in this Olympics, man. And then what's your boy, the track and field dude, Noah Lyles?
Noah Lyles.
Yeah, so maybe they do good this time. Last Sunday, man, they said 51 home runs was hit in Major League Baseball. You hear me? Bruh, that's back in the McGuire and Sosa days, ain't it? Yeah. I'm like, you think they back juicing, man? The home run has become very popular again.
Yeah. You never know, man.
Why? Do you think people are just training better, bigger, stronger? Do you think it's some type of medicine, juice, or anything that's drugs basically they're on that's helping them get to that level, or that's just the way they practice? To me, I'm looking at it like the same way everybody can shoot the 3 now.
Yeah.
You hear me? You swing it, you training yourself to be able to hit the home run.
I think it's that. It may be
you got pitchers hitting. Otani hitting 50, 60. Bro went deep in the All-Star game the other night.
He that kind of player though.
Man,
you know?
Bro, no. I don't know. If
he was doing that beforehand.
Yeah, he was. I'm not saying that he doesn't have a hell of a bat, but you think he just that much head and shoulders above everybody else? Ain't no pitcher hitting like that. He the only pitcher that know how to swing the bat.
Nah, I mean you got some pitchers that can hit, but
now
I think he just is
the DH is in play in American League and National League. So the pitcher don't have to hit no more. So you think that they're not training that part of their game? What made him decide to do it? Especially with the DH in play now. You don't have to hit. So
yeah, I don't know. That's a great
Say,
question. I
maybe
guess
do it.
maybe that's just how
And
you
I'm only
brought up.
asking because I want to make sure I'm giving him all his props, man. To me, that's like modern day Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
You never seen nobody that could pitch to that level and hit home runs like
and
that.
come
So
back and ding one
you know
on
what I'm
the head.
saying? I'm trying to. I hope that the game is fair and ain't no juicing. You know, because LeBron James the only person that cheats the game. You hear me?
Right.
Nobody else on that sauce but him.
Yeah.
So you never know. We were going to do a review of Crown and Pappy's, you know, when Mr. Chimetown went there, but I don't know if we had it all queued up for y'all, so we'll try to run it next week. It was going to be actually one of the better ones. You hear me?
Mhm.
He didn't do so much clowning on them. My whole take on it, I didn't know. I want to see what y'all think about it next week. He was really pumping up Crown and
Mhm.
just just it being old school and being just, you know, the tradition of it.
Uh-huh.
I think Crown is on the level for that reason. But to say that they got the world's greatest food, maybe I'm hating. Because it's like, bruh, what is so special about a grilled cheese sandwich?
Yeah.
You know, you're going to toast some bread and you're going to put some cheese on it. I mean, maybe the only thing that'll make it taste different is putting different kinds of cheese on it. But at the end of the day, how fancy can a grilled cheese be?
Grass-fed butter. They're browning it to perfection.
Say brown butter and all that on it.
Right.
I don't know. And then, you know, the BLT, bro. I mean, how complicated can bacon, lettuce, and tomato be? Like I was trying to tell everybody, just because you put 12 pounds of bacon on it don't mean that it's the world's best sandwich.
Right.
So I was like, is it that Crown fatten you up and give you big fat sandwiches, or are they just that fire? Probably a little bit of both. Huh?
Yeah.
I guess so. Huh?
Yeah, I don't know.
And then, you know, old Pappy's, they get the crown around here for having the best food and smoked food. And dude gave them a 0.1, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was no extra shenanigans in play or what it was, but I tell you something. When he did the review of all the Chinese spots, and then he did one where he linked all the stuff that he did here.
Mhm.
If you want to find out the best biscuits, the best Ethiopian food, Mediterranean, and he didn't put none of that extra in there. Like I said, I got a top fan badge with him, so I don't know if he took my advice, but when he did it and just stick to the food and stick to the script, man, it was way better content and way better reviews to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that eliminated him having to deal with so much of that backlash from everybody else. You know, he told the one guy, like, 50-year-old club promoter, man, and want to get that, you know, tasty over food, bro. You know, he was like just blown away by it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting there looking at the screen. He got up there that he 35. I don't know. You know, it's no different levels of grown to me. You either grown or you not.
Right.
To me, 35 is still too old to be with the shenanigans and the BS, but that's my personal opinion. I was like, what difference that make? You know, when you get grown, it's supposed to be past all that. You're supposed to be past all that.
Yeah.
Because you know what's going to happen if he stick around for 15 more years, he going to be a 50-year-old that's on the same crap that he accusing old boy for being on. So if you feel like he shouldn't be on it, you get off of it.
Right.
But, you know, my personal opinion. But anyway, man, let's see what we looking like on time, man.
We got a few minutes left.
Yeah, you know, it's a good time to go ahead and open that line on up, man. If anybody want to call and give they take on what they saw, man, as far as the Trump situation, anything like that, man. You know, you got people out here that are African American that endorse him. You know, let me know what's up, man, because I'm still undecided. You know, like I said, if I can believe that guy that we heard on the screen today is really that guy, come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I give him a chance. He might be better than old Sleepy Joe. But like I said, when I'm still seeing that you claiming that when the president is above the law, when you getting charged with crimes and saying they're picking on you, I can't really roll with it. When you saying that you want to implement a dictatorship, I can't roll with you. When you talking about pardoning people that had an attack on their own country, you hear me? Right. That's why I'm trying to tell people. They're like, oh, I don't know what we headed for, y'all. They're trying to wage a civil war. I was like, cause y'all still thinking it's north, south, black and white, east, west, and all that other stuff. Man, that stuff that happened with Pelosi, the attack on the Capitol and everything else, let me know that we have already witnessed a civil war. What you think domestic violence is within your own home, under your own roof, against your own country. To me, we already, now to what extent and how bad that war might get, that's still to be determined. But when I saw people of this country run up on people of this country and try to handle themselves in the manner that they did, you can't tell me nothing different. I feel like I've already witnessed a civil war.
Right.
Yeah. Anybody got anything to say? You know what I'm saying? You can put the number up there. Today is the day we got a few minutes. You can call in, you know. And while y'all getting it together and grabbing your phone, plugging it up, putting your blunt out or whatever, we'll just go ahead and run around it went down. I can't remember the guy's name. This week I did long verses.
Ahio.
That's how you pronounce his name. Now these ain't no traditional guys, but I was just blown away by it, so I decided to show it to you all. And it was one of them old David and Goliath type of things. You know, bigger they are, the harder they fall. This guy was intimidating this other guy, talking all sideways to him, telling him all what he was going to do to him and everything else. And like we say, to get some, you got to bring some. So it went a little different than my mans might have thought it was going to go. So y'all check it out. The round that went down. Long against
Ahio,
the round that went down. Here you go, y'all.
As soon as I can pull it up, my brother.
Here we go. Talk. My people say, quit using that word. Y'all know, special. You know, always with the extra. But I got some real lovely in store for y'all. We're gonna have a celebrity boxing match coming up real soon. Me against Phil. I know I got him by a couple of pounds, so you know I'm get on my knees or something, tie my hand behind my back or whatever. We're gonna put the gloves on, and y'all gonna see me beat the hell out this boy. Had all this playing on my show.
And then Ahio began to pick up the keys to crack the tower's defenses.
Enough power there to drop any heavyweight in the division.
Touching the gloves. Jabbing down to the body, jabbing upstairs there.
Say looks like a toe.
Well, he's just trying to line up that right hand here, the left shoulder. There's a nice one.
Work out of there.
Heavy shot.
Now, you be switching it up, oh.
We had issues with foul. Ahio just got gripped by a left hand there. He's trying to walk him forward now. Ahio to actually step back.
Taking a lot of punishment, absorbing a lot of shock. Every time he
must have forgotten to turn on his air defense system and ended up on the floor.
Oh, there, he's starting to walk in and do the same thing.
Even after that, he didn't let his hands go down, but instead began to use them to take the Giants' health away.
Oh, work free. Heavy outside. Thomas here, ringside. There's another left hook. They've got to be careful. Julius nowhere. And you see he's still going, but he seems to have lost their velocity. Throwing combination. Holding again on the blind side of the referee. There's that left hook. But again, you could see he was looking for that right uppercut though. He wobbled back, still calling for him to step back. Nice work. Saying take him to the run back.
in their heels.
Yeah, they're calling him to step back. Good call from the corner. There's another left hook. Like to see Ahio go back to the body. He's got tape come free on his gloves as well.
Goes to work now.
Julius Long misses.
Dangerous too.
Corner. His own corner. There's some instructions in there. There's that body.
For a man who's taken a lot of punishment when he does.
Another ripping shot to the body. Long again. Ahio starting to combat it a bit. And another shot.
Hands free, let him go.
Just wonder about the ropes holding. He step back, change an angle. Read that left hook. Nicely done from Ahio. He's hit him with some huge shots. Hook from Ahio down.
His resilience, still standing once again. 3 shots in quick succession. Takes it off, comes back in.
Penultimate round, Ahio. Long, his corner.
All right, we coming back in.
It's some more of it or this?
No, that's it.
We back live?
Yep.
We back live, y'all. Yeah. And my man's done got over in his feelings over here. Now he think that's him, little man knocking me out, knocking big dog on out. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. Yeah. Few little technical difficulties, but that's all right. We'll work through them. Let's see what we looking like on no time, man. Yeah, we got about 10 minutes, man. See if anybody want to try to call on in and give some input on something before we get out of here. We ain't had time lately. I'm gonna make time for them today. It was something that I was yeah, man. Last week we showed the last part of that Make America Great. I got people that still just now watching it and still just catching stuff and seeing different stuff that they didn't see all the other times with when they saw the film. So they going back checking it out. But y'all pull it up on YouTube or whatever, watch the whole thing, man. It really try to shed some light on what we got coming ahead of us in this election and everything. And hopefully it don't really persuade your decision, but it make a little bit more sense to you. I got a few more internet gangsters that I wanted to put on blast if we got time.
Yeah, we got time.
Man, dude, coward again. He has no pics, no profile, no nothing. Now it killed me, bro, because I showed you that screenshot, right? I did reviews on Facebook, man, because dude sent me pictures of monkeys. Yeah, straight studio gangster, man. So if y'all could find him, because he probably blocked me or whatever else, but his name is UB, capital YOUBEE TV, and he's a coward and he's an internet gangster. Got mad because I wouldn't just say LeBron James was the biggest loser and the worst person walking and all this and that, just bashing his son. And when I asked him to calm down the bad rhetoric, he started calling me all kind of the N-word, sending me pictures of men's private and talking about bronzesexuals and all that stuff that they be on. You hear me? Send me a monkey, bro, eating some chicken and watermelon. Then he sent me memes with people picking cotton and all this other crap. You know what I'm saying? Right. I was not offended by it at all, because like I said, you're a clown and that don't apply to me. But the thing that messed me up is if I use words like that post was corny, bro, they blocked me for using little words like corny. I was like, maybe it was a typo. Maybe it had an H in front of it. Maybe I hit horny or something. What the hell you blocking me for? Right. You know what I'm saying? But corny. But dude can send me pictures of his private and mail parts and calling me the N-word and all that. I said, bro, all that let me know is, like we said, social media has fallen victim to social media. All about that dollar, the likes and clicks. You hear me? As long as them nut riders continue to act like they didn't see it. And that's why I screenshot it, because I was asking the other people. Because when they gave me the response to my reviews, Facebook say they wasn't going to take the comments down and they didn't find anything wrong with them. So that's when Phil was like, well, we could go back and screenshot it again, show it on the show. But when we went back to pull it up, it was nowhere to be found. Why did you take down a comment that you didn't see anything wrong with, that didn't need to be removed? Right. Because you knew something was wrong with it. And my whole reposting it and showing it to the rest of the people is like, I know some people that be in this chat room got skin that look like mine. So what you gonna do when that person start coming with that same type of rhetoric towards you? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see it then. You hear me? Right. But I couldn't believe it, bro. I was gonna go to the news people and everything else, and we're gonna still try to trace it and get back to these people because it was very uncalled for. And I'm like, bro, wow, over basketball? Basketball. But once again, man, like I told people, the whole LeBron and MJ type of thing is just the fake debate or whatever they use to be able to promote the hate. And like I was telling my man, I say you try to play people like they stupid by putting two black men against each other. That way, that's supposed to be their way of eliminating the race card. Yeah. So when somebody say, man, y'all making it personal, it's turning into kind of a racist type of thing. Some of these comments, oh, we talking about MJ and LeBron. How could it be racist? No. You're referencing two people. You're only talking about one. Right. You're hating on LeBron. You haven't said anything about MJ. Everything that come out of your mouth is negative. I'm like, and then to sit up here and say you never seen somebody that's the all-time leader in scoring, Olympic medalist, 4-time finals MVP, 4-time league MVP, 20-time all-star, and everything else, to say that you never saw him do anything that was worth a drop of piss on the basketball court. You got to be blind, racist, a hater, or something. And that's just my personal opinion. You hear me? Right. Come on, man. I don't give a rat's if you never watched gymnastics a day in your life. You can't tell me that you didn't see Simone Biles do anything that was halfway worth nothing out there. Right. Cause little Becky next door could go outside and do the exact same thing and run on down the street, huh? Yeah, and her neck gonna be broke, and it's gonna be a white truck picking her up very soon after that. That's not no normal stuff, man. People just be hating out here.
Right.
And there's another guy that be all with the 1-2 on there, man. He don't have no profile or nothing. A foreigner, old Drake, old nose. Give him some shine. He's a studio gangster too.
Yeah.
Tough as hell on the internet, man. I ain't gonna see you and you ain't gonna see me. Like I said, you ain't gonna bust a grape in the food fight, bro. Relax yourself. You're not that tough.
Right.
They kill me, man. They get it twisted. They don't understand. Being humble, trying to get your grown on and calming down don't mean that you're gonna bow down to nobody. You hear me?
Right.
I done had people from all around, man, send me death threats, talk all sideways, come to me all different kind of ways on this show. You ain't gonna talk about this. You ain't gonna say that bullshit. I'm gonna talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about on the Mikey Justice Show. You don't like it, you talk about what you want to talk about on your show. But this is my little African show. Yeah, and I hope all you haters and people that always want to roll in and beat you down with our hands. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't got to resort to violence. They're going to always take that, you know. It's no different when I told you how I used to do people at my job when they used to try to size us up and try to, you know, compare themselves against me and show that they were a better ninja than me. Bro, I would work them so hard. You hear me? Okay, your panty cake look better than mine, but when I start scrubbing this floor, cleaning this back wall and all that, then I'm going to see if you're going to match my energy.
Right.
Oh, it ain't. Now you ready to take your ball and go home. You hear me? So, you know, it's all fake news. It's all fake news, bro. I see that phone ain't jumping at all, huh?
Yeah, I guess not, huh?
I don't know, man, because you know every time when we don't have time and have plenty of show that we trying to do and everything else, and I try to just fit as much as I can, then that's when everybody hitting us up talking about they tried to call and everything. Okay, well, I gave you 15, 20 minutes today. I left it real light because I wanted to this part of this show to start coming back in there, man, where I'm interacting with the people. Yeah, that's what it's for, man. We PWP. We podcast with purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't choose sides around here. We go with what's right, and all the rest of it, we leave it where it's at. We are a podcast with purpose. We are people without prejudice. We are PWP. That's what we is around here. So yeah, that's why we say we're a podcast for the people. We got 6th graders that call in. We gonna let you tell your truth. And calling in live, don't give none of these studio gangsters time to come with all these old pre-rehearsed answers and all that cute stuff like they do on Facebook. You know, you can edit it, you can go back, you can do all that other stuff. So it's like everything else. It's fake news. You hear me?
Right.
Yeah, man. And before we get out of here, speaking of news, bro, I just wanted to give some shine to all the people that have been in the media for the last couple of years since the pandemic, all this back and forth with Trump and Obama, Biden, you know, Republican, Democrat, anything like that, man. Because people like Gail King, Tony DeCople, Norah O'Donnell, man, they had to sit there with a professional face and report all these school shootings, innocent kids getting killed, all these people losing their life like they don't understand real life, man. You hear me? And with social media, you can't be real and give your opinion because you get, you know, condemned and damned to hell or whatever they call it. You hear me?
Right.
So I want to just give some shine out, man, to those people that be able to report all this new normal and garbage that's going on every day, man, and still manage to maintain and keep it professional. Because I don't know, bro. If it was me a couple of times, I either would have broke down or kept it too real that I probably wouldn't have had no job.
Right.
And then I'd be somewhere making little African burgers. Working at Wendy's, McDonald's, or Burger King.
Right.
Yeah. And with that being said, man, anything you want to hit the people with, man, before we get out of here, man? Just peace and love for everybody, man. I'm tired of it. I'm going to start putting these reels and these shorts up here so y'all can really see what I'm about. But it's about love, y'all. It's time to come together. We're not robots. If we want to do better, we can do better. We don't have to live with these times. We got the right to get out here and vote, which we should. You hear me? And let our voice be heard. We get to make choices. Test their cashews on this stuff, y'all. Are you really for the people? Let's see what it's about. Make them say it. Make them stand on it. If we make them say it, we can definitely make them stand on it. You hear me?
Yeah.
No, that's coming out of your mouth. And when we don't decide to promote pedophiles and liars and people that handle themselves like that, nobody can be mad at us. You hear me? No.
Yeah.
So that's what I say. Call them out, man. Make them stand on it. Are you gonna be for all the people? You hear me? Because there's plenty of hate out here, and it's time out for all that mess. You know, when you know better, you do better. So I'm looking for America to do better. I'm depending on you. That's the word I was looking for right there. Right. And like I said, brother, you got anything you want to add before we get out of here?
Yeah, just want to, like you say, give a shout out to the people, man, to really think about where we going as a country, man, and as a people, and start with your life personally to see where you going, man. Really evaluate yourself and put something in your head, man. Don't just go with the flow. Don't go through the motions. Really be intentional about what you're doing out here, man, and live your life to the fullest.
Yes, sir. Only thing I can say about that, man, sometimes you got to put the blunt down, reflect, and really evaluate and understand what life is about. You hear me?
Yeah.
Because it's hard to put the right stuff in your head if you ain't got the right stuff in your heart. And I'm going to leave it at that.
True story.
You hear me?
Yeah.
And it's been your boy, Mikey Justice. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. We're going to try it again in 7 of them, y'all. Sorry we had any technical difficulty, but I appreciate y'all rocking with us. And that been our time. And we out. Peace.